Father of opera, noted director and composer Harry Lawrence Freeman was known for making the Moorish composition Valdo, a Moorish king having searched the various countries of the globe in quest of his only sister who had been stolen from her home in infancy, an act of revenge committed by a discarded lover of her mother, at last finds himself at a beautiful Mexican villa where he is graciously welcomed by the Dulcinea, who dwells within with her friend and only companion, Florina, a Brazilian maiden who has recently been rescued from the waves by Zarifa, a Cuban buccaneer, an accepted love of Dulcinea. Valdo, having passed a blissful hour with Dulcinea in an enchanting floral glen, is about to depart when he is suddenly arrested by the unexpected appearance of Zarifa, who has just returned from a voyage to sea. Zarifa insults Valdo, which was the Moorish king, whose challenge he accepts forthwith. The combat, however, is interrupted by the opportune arrival of Dulcinea. After Valdo's departure, Zarifa, in jealous wrath, mocks at Dulcinea's cheerful welcome and demands the name of his fancied rival, being truthfully informed by her that she knows it not. Still in doubt, he rushes forth in pursuit of Valdo, but is stayed and appeased by Florina. Zarifa, in extreme reaction, proposes that they bow and enlist the aid and blessing of Allah to keep them from further errors. After informing Dulcinea that he could not return again that day, he departs. Islamism. So we're just in the temple doing studies, and then I found this Harry L. Freeman doing a whole opera. There was other little compositions too about the Moors, telling the story of the Moors. Harry L. Freeman, grand opera from quote-unquote Africa, but he's speaking all about the Moors, the king, etc. Earlier we did a read-through in regards to the Moorish twins that was Siamese or conjoined in North Carolina in the 1800s. And it specifically said they was of Moorish descent. I'll go ahead and play that video that I read on Instagram. I have up more images of Millie and Christine McCoy L. images from North Carolina in the community post. Islam, love and peace, divine honors the Prophet Noble Drew Ali in the Moorish divine and national movement of the world. So I was in my studies and I came across Millie Christine in North Carolina, Witterville. The father was of Moorish descent. So yet another Moor in North Carolina, right? It says, the child was twice abducted, once found in England. She had spent several years in Europe, so she was taken all over the world. But again, North Carolina, then she was found in England, then she was in Europe, and then it says she was taken back to the Free States, which is the Americas. So the theory or history about the so-called slaves coming from Africa to the Americas, no, she was taken from North Carolina. She was found in England, Europe, ain't no telling where else. Acquired a fine education, and we presume considerable money. Millie Christine. So yeah, yet another Moor in the North Carolina territories around there, 1880s. And then we got Prince Moore, we got Noble Drew Ali, all from North Carolinas or from that territory. But it makes a distinction. It says the father was of Moorish descent, the mother an African, quote unquote. But we know it's all Moorish blood, but they're making the distinction between Moorish descent and or Moorish America and the African continent, but the mother probably wasn't even from the quote unquote African continent. They all was from North Carolinas, bro. Islamism.